Good morning, everyone,
Good morning.
and thanks for taking the time to attend. Today I'll be presenting on PPE gloves in the workplace here at the Community Care Outreach. This presentation focuses on tasks such as manual handling, warehousing, and working around equipment,
Nice.
where there's a real risk of injury to your hands. The session will be practical and interactive, so feel free to ask any questions or share your own experiences as we go. The goal is not just to go through the information, but to improve how we all work safely on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah.
Okay, now purpose and outcomes. The purpose of this presentation is to improve the workplace safety by ensuring everyone understands the correct use of the PPE gloves. Okay, by the end of this session, you should, hopefully. Alrighty, you should understand why PPE gloves are important, know when and where to use them, be able to choose the correct types of gloves, and apply this knowledge in your daily work. So first of all, I just want to give you a couple of handouts, which will outline the types of gloves, the risks and key safety rules. I'll refer to this throughout the session. So this one is the PPE gloves demonstration checklist.
Yep.
Presentation feedback form, PPE gloves questionnaire, and PPE gloves safety handout.
Yeah.
And it's just something you can keep as a quick reference on the job.
Yeah.
At the end of the session, I will also ask you to complete feedback forms. So if you can complete them and return them to me, that'd be amazing.
Yeah.
Okay. So why PPE gloves matter? All right. So this is some information. Hand injuries are one of the most common workplace injuries, and in most cases they are completely preventable. PPE gloves act as a barrier between your hands and hazards such as sharp edges, rough surfaces, and pinch or crush points. Even simple tasks like lifting boxes or moving materials can result in injury if proper protection isn't used. If you look at your handout, you'll see that it highlights these risks and explains why gloves are considered a key safety control under WHS requirements. This isn't just about following rules, it's about protecting yourself and your team.
Yeah.
Real workplace risks. Okay, let's relate this directly to our work environment at the Community Care Outreach. Some common risks include lifting boxes where fingers can get trapped or crushed, handling pallets that may have splinters or sharp edges, working near equipment where pinch points are present.
Yep.
I'd like to quickly ask, have you ever experienced a hand injury or a near miss at work?
Yes, I was using my Stanley to cut some vinyl.
Yeah.
But I was wearing the wrong gloves and I ended up cutting my finger.
Wow. Yeah. So these types of incidents happen quickly, especially during routine tasks when we become complacent. That's why wearing gloves needs to become a habit, not something we think about after the risk appears.
Yeah.
What could you have done to prevent that situation?
I should have, before I started cutting the vinyl, figured out what the correct gloves were to wear, I guess.
Brilliant. That's a good example, and exactly why PPE is a control, not an option. Okay, types of gloves, which you should know from your experience is the correct thing to do. Not all gloves are the same, and choosing the correct type is critical for proper protection. The main types of gloves we use include general handling gloves for lifting and moving items, cut-resistant gloves for sharp or hazardous materials, grip gloves to improve control and reduce slipping. These are all outlined clearly in your handout, including when each type should be used.
Yeah.
A common question is, can I just use any gloves? The answer is no. Using the wrong gloves can reduce protection or even create new hazards.
Yeah.
So it is important not to just wear gloves, but to wear the right gloves for the task.
Yeah.
If you're handling sharp materials, what type of gloves should you be using?
Cut resistant gloves.
Well done. Well, so we'll just move on to when to wear gloves. You should wear gloves whenever there is any risk to your hands.
Okay.
This includes lifting and carrying items, working near machinery or pinch points, handling rough, sharp or unstable materials. Another common question is, do I need gloves for a quick, light task? And the answer to that is yes, because most injuries occur during a routine or quick jobs where people assume it's safe. So the rule we follow is simple and clear. No gloves, no task. The rule is also reinforced in your handout for easy reference. So move on to the demonstration. So I'm going to demonstrate the correct use of PPE gloves.
Okay.
I'll be following the demonstration checklist that has been prepared to ensure all steps are completely correct. So first of all, you're going to get your glove, and we're going to check for any damage. No damages, no holes, no wear out marks. Very good. Then we're going to ensure that it's the correct size. So I'll put it on. And that's a perfect fit around my hand. Nice. Okay. I'm going to make sure that it fits snugly and allows proper movement to look to see if there are any possible pinch points around me that could happen in my task.
Yeah.
Okay. And I will check my hands for injury after I take the glove off. So in our organisation, we also tear boxes apart so we can put them away and make them fit into the bins and that. So let's just start ripping one of these boxes with this glove. 1, 2, 3. Just check my hand quickly. Okay, as you can see, no cuts, no tear marks, no pinch points. Beautiful.
Yeah, nice.
All right. Now I'll demonstrate the incorrect use. No gloves. And can you tell me why that's the incorrect use, Cooper?
Because you could cut your hand easily doing that by accident.
And also the rule of thumb is no gloves, no task. Well done. Following the checklist, it helps you ensure we are consistent and safe every time.
Yeah.
Okay. Team leaders' responsibilities. This is especially important for team leaders. Your responsibilities include ensuring PPE is available and used, monitoring workers for compliance, addressing unsafe behaviour immediately, leading by example. A common situation is, what if someone refuses to or forgets to wear gloves? The answer is that it must be addressed straight away under WHS laws. There is a duty of care to ensure a safe working environment. So this is not an option. This is not optional. It's a responsibility.
Yeah.
Okay, check understanding. I now like to check everyone's understanding before we move on. So I want to ask a quick couple of questions. When should gloves be worn?
Gloves should be worn prior to starting any tasks.
Perfect. What types of risks do they prevent?
Gloves prevent cuts,
Yep.
pinch points, and abrasions.
Well done. Who is responsible for ensuring PPE is used correctly?
I'm responsible, but also the team leader is responsible for managing and making sure everyone's wearing gloves.
Well done, great. That shows we're all aligned on the key points. Okay, the summary. To summarise what we've covered today, PPE gloves are essential for preventing workplace injuries. The correct types of gloves must be selected for each task. Gloves must be worn consistently, not just occasionally. Team leaders play a key role in enforcing compliance. If you refer back to your handout, it provides a clear summary of all these points, which you can use as a guide in your daily work. Questions and discussions. I'll now open the floor for any questions or concerns.
So, what if gloves make it harder to work?
That's a brilliant question. That usually means the gloves are not the right type or fit. There are better options available.
What if gloves aren't available?
Another good question. Work should not proceed until the correct PPE is available. That's part of our safety requirements. Do you have any other questions or situations that you'd like to discuss?
I think I'm all good.
Beautiful. Feedback and close. So to finish, I'd like you to complete the short questionnaire if you could.
Okay.
I'll provide it as well as the feedback form. This really helps confirm your understanding of the key points, evaluates how effective this presentation has been, and identify any areas for improvement. Your feedback is important and helps improve the future training sessions. I'd like to thank you for your time and participation today. And just to reinforce the key message one last time, no gloves, no task. Well done.
Thank you.